Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Africa's Leadership and Sustainability, right here on Vuga Online Radio. And yes, we have a special guest today. Again, another one, as usual. Her name is Sanelisiwe. She is going to tell us more about herself, what she does. And sure, I'm very curious about this one. We're going to learn a lot. We're going to learn a lot from our guest. And yeah, for you out there that's listening, please do like. If you catch it on radio, please share the link with your friends, your family. Ask them to join in. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Share the link also. Instagram, Facebook, social media, wherever you are, television, or inside a Tesla, just jump in there. Join us as we try and make a difference, and we have these conversations with people that are making a difference and inspiring the world, inspiring change. Okay, so please do participate. Please do participate. Okay, it's just gonna take us to an air break. Let's take an air break, and then we'll come back and find out who our guest is and what she does. Hold on a second.
The home of inspiration every day.
Most people give up on themselves easily. You know the human spirit is powerful.
From news,
countries across the globe have been hit by the COVID-19 virus.
Views.
There's a global trend to see an increase in GBV incidences, specifically domestic violence.
Sports.
What's he say? It's a really good ball. It's Shabalala.
And music to inspire you every day. This is Vuga Online, your inspiration radio station.
Welcome back. This is me. My name is DJ Hotley. If I did not say, now I'm telling you, it is DJ Hotley. Right here on Vuga Online Radio. And yeah, we've got Sanelisiwe. She is going to tell us more. Let's just go to her. Sanelisiwe, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm good, DJ Hotline. How are you?
I'm okay. It's a lovely day. Beautiful weather outside. Complain. How are you doing?
The sun is shining this side too. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to get into the interview and maybe share a bit of what I've learned throughout my journey and inspire other people to get into the natural conservation field and environmental sciences.
Lovely. I like that. So, guys, let's find out from Sanelisiwe. Sanelisiwe, tell them who you are, why you are here, and yeah, why should they listen to you?
Mm-hmm. So my name is Sanelisiwe Njilo. I'm originally from Durban, KwaZulu-Natal. I am an environmental scientist by profession. However, I started in agriculture. So basically, my journey began when I did my BSc in environmental science at the University of KwaZulu-Natal. I then went on to do my honors in the field, where I gained experience in different things, research mostly, because the degree is research-based. So I've learned different environmental issues that we have, for example, plastic pollution, climate change. As you all may know, the world is changing drastically because of our actions. And also, I just developed a love for natural conservation. So after I graduated, I got the opportunity to get into mining environmental management in the mining space, which is basically just to ensure that all the mining processes, although they have detrimental effects to the environment, that these effects are managed. And at closure, the mines are regenerated into their old, I guess, the way they were prior to the mining. So that's basically my job in that space. However, I've moved into more natural conservation in terms of waste management, where I'm now in the space of recycling. So I'm working for a company that promotes plastic and also Tetra Pak recycling. So if you have plastic at home, you just put it in a separate packet. The waste pickers in your area or whatever recycling company manages your waste takes that waste and then separates it accordingly, and it is regenerated into a new product so that we are not wasting resources creating new products that will go into our rivers and our streams and into the landfills, but rather we use the products that we have to create materials that are self-generating and are not released into the environment. So basically, that's me, and that's what I've done, and that's what I do at the moment.
You said you studied agriculture.
Oh yes, prior to studying environmental science, I did do agriculture for 3 years. It was a diploma, and I found that there wasn't really much job opportunities in that space that I was aware of at the time. So I changed my career path, and seeing as I was in a natural science space, I decided to pursue environmental science because it was a close relation to what I was doing and what I was passionate about already. And also I'd seen how even agriculture can have detrimental effects on the environment. For example, nutrient pollutions into streams, which cause eutrophication. So I was really passionate about creating systems and businesses and practices that are sustainable to the environment, while also, providing, because agriculture is very necessary. So providing for our people in terms of that. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it definitely is. And you have the best of both. You've got environmental background, which actually, and agricultural background, which goes hand in hand, technically. So, and especially now with your current, you said you're into more of recycling at the moment. So now with that also, because now studies show that most of the food that we are consuming has got plastic. It's got plastic, microplastics in it, because of all the pollution. Whether it becomes vegetables, the soil has got microplastics in them. So when the food grow, the vegetation and the fruits, etc., when they eventually time for harvest, and consumption, they actually have those micronutrients, which is plastic.
Yes.
So yeah, and I think I'm not sure if the listeners know this, but it's good to know. And how's your journey been so far? How has that experience from agriculture, environmental, and to where you currently are? How has that journey been, and how has that shaped who you are as Sanelisiwe that we are getting to know right now?
Yeah. It's been up and down, I don't want to lie. When I did decide to pursue my environmental science studies after graduating actually from my diploma in agriculture, I wasn't sure because it was a thing of, yes, I don't want to sit at home and be unemployed, but also it was starting over. My peers that I graduated high school with, they'd already finished or were finishing off their degrees. And I was just coming into a space where um, I came from a college to now a university where you are forced to be more independent. So that was a big challenge. And also the same thing happened after I graduated my BSc in environmental science. I didn't really have any prospects of employment. So I was like, again, I don't want to sit at home and be unemployed. So I went for my honors degree. And luckily enough, by the end of that degree, towards the end of the year, I did get a call for an internship, which was also like a blessing in disguise that I didn't immediately get a job because I feel like honors also prepared me for the work environment because honors, you work on a project which you are responsible for, and you are the main pusher of that project, which translates also into the workplace because you have to be independent and you have to like plan your work out in a fashion that if someone asks you about something, like you're able to kind of answer on what you did independently. It can't be that your boss is running after you, but you have to be self-motivated in a way. So I feel like my education and that transition between agriculture, BSc, and my honors kind of shaped the self-reliance and self-motivation within me to be a practical person that plans out their things and does things on time and, is kind of self-motivated, which also translates into the workplace whereby you have to be independent and you have to kind of navigate that field when you get there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Lovely. We're going to talk more about that. For now, we are going to pay our bills, go for a mini ad break, and then we're coming back.
The Africa Center for Work-Based Learning is a professional development center for professionals who aim to improve their professional standing. This means that the learning programs we run are more than just academic programs. They are work-based programs that focus on leveraging your current experience as a professional to build your overall profile. A year down the line, the Africa Center for Work-Based Learning is developing into a preferred center for professional development in Pretoria, with 8 professional development faculties including accounting, teaching, entrepreneurship, as well as IT and many more. For more information, go to acwbl.org or dial +27 12 751 7608. The Africa Center for Work-Based Learning, where work is learning.
Okay, and then we are back. Welcome back, everybody. Yes, Vuga Online Radio, VugaOnlineRadio.co.za. It's me here, DJ Hotline. I've got Sanelisiwe here, who is a graduate in agriculture, BSc, and then honors in environmental studies. And a very interesting journey from where she started to where she is, and how that has shaped you and into the person that you are, and bringing into this space the knowledge of your background, agricultural, the skills as well, environmental skills, and that combination is a very strong combination, which, yeah, we need more of that combination out there. Because it's not only about taking care of the environment, climate change. We also need to eat. We need to also preserve the food that we eat. Yeah, you see. So yes, thank you for joining us in this podcast and telling us about this. So now I want to know from you, Sanelisiwe. There's people at home that are listening to this, that are watching you. Maybe it's your friends, your family, strangers, or other friends we don't know of in the whole world, especially in the continent. They are listening and they don't know what you are talking about. They don't know what we are talking about. And they're asking themselves, why? Why should they bother with this climate change, with this agriculture? What do you say to them? Well, how do you encourage them? What are the things they can do to participate if they can't go to study further? What can they do to participate? What's the benefits? What do you say to them?
So I believe our field is more about sustainable development, which talks to like meeting our needs now, while also considering the needs of our future generations. So when you think about it that way, in a holistic way, you think about your children. Are my children going to be able to support themselves? Are my children going to be exposed to microplastics that end up into their bodies? Are my children going to be able to grow food in the soil that I've left behind? Is the water that is running in our rivers going to be clean enough to support our children? Because these are all necessities, and you have to think about it that way. When you get into conservation or nature, or are interested in nature conservation or environmental sciences, you are basically becoming like a custodian of those things and putting it upon yourself to actually be the one that says, this is not right. The fact that we are throwing away our plastics everywhere, into the landfill, into the rivers, that is not right. I have to be the one who informs people. Education is very important. There are people who are not aware, that's why they do things the way that they do. And ignorance is a part of all of us. You can't say, you know everything about nature conservation just because I guess you've studied it. You learn new things every day. Even in the field, you learn new things. How, for example, a plastic can be turned into a broom, can be turned into a brick, can be turned into different things to conserve it. So first of all, would be educating yourself and also educating each other in our communities. It doesn't mean you're an expert, but if you educate yourself and you pass on that knowledge to other people, it will make a difference. Getting involved in different initiatives can also help. I know you do beach cleanups. There are also different organizations that do beach cleanups on the coastline. And there are also different organizations in our communities that are involved in recycling. So you can get involved in that, or that organizations that look after our rivers and our land. So it's just all about educating yourself and reaching out to people. There are people who know more than us. There are people who know different things than us. So reaching out to people to gain more knowledge, maybe they can direct you to where you will be able to kind of lead different initiatives in the environmental sector. So yes, it's very important for us to kind of open our minds and make sure that we are leaving a bright future for our future generations.
Yes, powerful statement. and very clear. I hope nina balaleli bevuka online radio nivile how you heard from Sanelisiwe. Sanelisiwe, I also have another question. This one is very burning me. Young chicks. Did you always know that you are going to be in this space, like after high school or during high school?
No. You see, I think there's a stage where very few people know what they want to be in high school. So I think most of us go through that stage where we're just not sure, like we just, grasping at straws to see, what can I do? Like, what am I passionate about? So I went into the field very blindly. I was like, okay, these are my marks. This is where I'm getting in. So I went into the field like that. But when I got there, it kind of like opened my mind to different things. Oh, there's this side of agriculture. Oh, there's this side of environmental science that I didn't know. And it's a broad field, like broad. You can go into consulting, you can start your own business, you can go into mining, you can go into recycling. It is very, very broad. You can even go into biodiversity, so which will lead you to nature and knowing different species and stuff like that. So it's quite broad, and if you delve into it, I'm sure you can find your passion.
As in, this is very encouraging. It's very encouraging, and I hope this filters through to the listeners. And we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue this conversation, and let's go. Yeah, I think pay some of the other bills. We're gonna go for another ad break. The bills, Bafich.
We have a lot of bills.
Break for now.
How do you know the life of personal coach you're about to work with is who they say they are? How do you know if they can do the job? At the Africa Board for Coaching, Consulting and Coaching Psychology, we can tell you. So, before you share your secrets and spend your money, check with us first. Visit www.abccccp.com or call us on 012-751-7608. The ABCCP, the professional body for coaches.
Hello. Welcome back. I have Sanelisiwe Njilo. She is a very, very special person. And I like how she just says, I wonder how you are telling us about your experience, about your journey, like from high school to where you are right now. I can tell you, as in you, yeah, it's been a challenging journey. Like all of us, day one. And in fact, you now, no metric, or who's doing metric, or who's doesn't have metric, or whatever. It's a challenging journey for everyone. But like Sanelisiwe, like you said, your passion always finds you, and it's always waiting for us. There's no rush, guys, especially if you're doing metric. You never know where you're gonna go. You never know where you're gonna end up. Career fair, but actuarial scientist, career fair. You have to be a model. Just relax. It's in pattern covered. Now Sanelisiwe and check it out. But there's lots you can do. So look for a space. You can go into environmental science. You can be a consultant. You can be a DJ. You can be a presenter. Can be a model, climate change, change your lesson. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening. So we're just gonna speak now about your highlights, Simon. since the start of your career, since you've been in the space? What are the key highlights of your career and your special moments that you can say that you're proud of?
I think my highlight was graduating from my diploma in agriculture. I was the run-up duck, so I was like pretty proud of myself. I was tapping myself on the shoulder. And then the second one would be getting a bursary in my second year of my environmental science studies, which is like a relief because I felt as if, I'm starting again and the financial burden is also, more now. So that was a highlight for me. And I think the last one would be completing my internship. I think I learned a lot from the start and the beginning of my internship, just an introduction to the workplace, and an introduction to environmental science, because as much as you can learn in the classroom, it's a different ball game when you get into the actual field and you have to implement what you have learned. So those are my three highlights that I can say have been the defining moments for me.
Okay, lovely. And look, I'm really glad that you decided you jumped in on this opportunity to give us to share your story with us and to share it with the listeners out there. And I'm pretty sure Bonke are ready to like, subscribe, and share, and to follow you also. So if they want to follow you, or if they want to partner with you, or if they want to learn from you, how do they find you? Do you want to be found?
I'm on LinkedIn, Sanelisiwe Njilo. My Instagram is private, but they can they can request. It's Miss Njilo. Facebook is also Sanelisiwe Njilo. And what other social medias are there?
Yes. That is fine. That is more than fine. So LinkedIn, Sanelisiwe Njilo. Miss Njilo on Instagram, and Sanelisiwe Njilo on Facebook.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And then, sure. As there's a lot that I want us to talk about. There's a lot that I want us to talk about. But for now, what would you say to somebody who's doing matric right now, writing exams? What would you say? How would you motivate them?
Okay. Study. First of all, I know it's a lot of pressure at the moment, and obviously everyone wants to succeed, and there's pressure from parents, there's pressure from educators, there's a lot of pressure, but as long as you know what you're capable of and you put your mind to it and you feel like you've done enough. Obviously, we are not all geniuses, guys, let's be honest, but as long as you put your all into what you're good at, then there's no way you can fail. And also, I'd recommend just going to different sites. We have the power of the internet. You can find bursaries. A lot of bursaries are looking for grade 12s with good marks. You can find the fields that are actually hiring, so that you go into the field where you know that, all right, after matric, I'm funded for my bursary. This company may or may not take me for a graduate program. So, there's I guess a trajectory to what you're doing. So I'd recommend that. And also just exploring your options, there are a lot of options once you get out of high school. You can approach different universities, find out, even if you're doing something, just make sure that it's something you enjoy. If it's not, you can always change. There are different options for you out there, and don't put a lot of pressure on yourself to know right now. You do have options.
Okay. I hope I feel. Otherwise, we're gonna put it on repeat. So pinda futhi lento. Aba summarize Sanelisiwe.
Put your own study. Like, there's no way. Study, research, apply for bursaries. And then last thing, your options, you have options. You have options, even if you're in your first year, even if you've decided that you don't want to do something, you have options. Explore them.
Okay. Asiyeke khona lapha abafile samba nabahamba. Thank you, Sanelisiwe. Siyabonga, Sanelisiwe Njilo for LinkedIn. Vuka online radio.co.za. Vuka online radio on YouTube. Vuka online radio on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook. Oh, yeah, say Twitter, so we X. Vuka online radio. Serepa. Sibonge Mtali for ukusblessa Sanelisiwe ngobuhle bakhe. And thank you to you for listening and watching. Really appreciate. Sanelisiwe, asithi bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.
It's a pleasure, thank you, and good luck on your journey. We'll talk soon.